Bowling a perfect spell doesn't happen all the time. But all the 5-wicket and 7-wicket hauls don't usually constitute a great spell. It's more about the quality. And recently, Bumrah bowled one such special spell in the recent Australian tour. Today, we are going to list down the 10 best spells of bowling in cricket history. This list is not a ranking video, as these brilliant spells are special in their own right. Number 1. McGrath vs England. Glenn McGrath put on a bowling masterclass by dismissing 5 English batsmen in the space of 31 deliveries to leave England reeling at 21 for 5. England was bundled out for 155 in their first innings, and Australia won the match with 239 runs as England crashed once again in the second innings for 180, which also had McGrath taking 4 wickets.
This is a super contest, and McGrath, I don't know that I've ever seen him bowl a better spell.
Vaughan's gone. McGrath's bowling beautifully. It's 18 for 3.
Number 2. Curtly Ambrose vs Australia. It was the 5th and final test match, and the series was levelled at 1-1. Australia was 58 for 2 when the deadly and now the legendary spell of Curtly Ambrose happened. And that spell crashed the Aussies to 119 all out, as Ambrose dismissed 7 Aussies for just 1 run. Richie Richardson's men later went on to take a huge second innings lead and won the match comfortably by an innings and 25 runs, clinching the series to 1.
Big Murph got him down the ground. That was a fine catch. Great fast bowler has Australia on the rocks here at the Wacker. He's picked up 5 for 1.
Was a wicket that Australia could ill afford to lose.
Number 3. Wahab's dream spell and the helpless Watson. On the scoreboard, Wahab's figures read 9 overs, 54 runs, 2 wickets. Watson was 64 not out from 66 balls, and Australia did win the match, but everybody's heart was won by Wahab and his spell. With less than 220 on the board, it would be an easy win for Australia. But Wahab's fury spell made it one of the most unforgettable spells in cricket history. Watson said that he thanked God that he was alive and somehow he scraped through and won the match for his team. Number 4. Akram vs England. Final in Melbourne. England was chasing more than 250 and they were slowly rebuilding the score after some early wickets. But all of that changed after Imran Khan gave the ball to Wasim Akram in the 35th over, hoping for a breakthrough. Akram's in-swingers and out-swingers changed the course of the match, and that decisive spell won Pakistan its maiden World Cup title, and Akram was named man of the match for his heroics.
Lamb and Fairbrother had stuck on Pakistan, and now Wasim Akram removes Lamb for 31. It's 5 for 141.
Number 5. Stark vs New Zealand. Australia set only 151 as a target. Brendan McCullum and Martin Guptill gave a flying start, and New Zealand reached 78 in just 7.4 overs when McCullum got out. Then Stark arrived at the scene and bowled one of the best spells of World Cup 2015. He took 6 wickets only for 28 runs and reduced the wickets deficit only by 1. Although Stark could not win the match for his team, he delivered one of the best bowling performances ever. Number 6. Ishant Sharma vs Ponting. Though the spell didn't yield a lot of wickets, in fact just 1, this spell by Ishant Sharma cannot be forgotten by Indians that easily. Ishant Sharma says his 9-over spell on the 4th morning of the Perth Test, one where he dismissed his favourite batsman Ricky Ponting, was undoubtedly his best in all forms of the game. He was happy that Anil Kumble had faith in him and said it was his rhythm which earned him the reward.
Got him! What a wicket! What a performance by a 19-year-old. He persisted. We've got the great batsman.
Great bowling. He's swung the ball into Ponting. Ponting trying to line it up there, playing for a little bit of in-swing, I think. Hits the outside edge and carried absolutely easily. What a wicket. This is the big one for India.
Number 7. Botham's Ashes. England set just 151 runs to win and Australia was cruising along at 105 for 5. And it looked like only a matter of time till the Aussies were 2-1 up in the series. Skipper Mike Brearley, seemingly at a loss for ideas, tossed the ball to Botham. And Botham responded as he produced a magical spell, dismissing 5 Aussie batsmen for just 1 run and helping England snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. The Aussies didn't know what hit them as they were shot out for 121 and lost by 29 runs. The series turned Botham into an overnight hero and was later renamed as Botham's Ashes.
Second attempt and Bob Taylor grabbed it. Lilly is gone. It's 120 for 8.
Number 8, Bond versus Australia. Australia were facing New Zealand in a Super 6 tie of the 2003 World Cup at Port Elizabeth. A win for New Zealand seemed like a real possibility when Shane Bond unleashed a spell of blistering pace which left the Aussie top order in shambles. Bond, who bowled at a breakneck speed, took 6 wickets for 23 in his 10 overs and reduced Australia to 84 for 7. But then the heroics of Bevan and Bichel pushed Australia's total to 208 and Australia bowled their hearts out to crumble New Zealand to 112 all out to win the match. Though the performance didn't lead to victory, his performance is etched in history as one of the best.
Just pushing away. Fleming has done it again with a bowling change. Damien Martin makes a rare mistake in this innings anyway and pays the price.
It's only 146 Ks, but it's all been coming into the right-handers, then one away. Gets the blade of Martin fishing out there and the gloves of McCullum come into play. Magnificent bowling. Perfectly timed for New Zealand.
Number 9, Lance Gibbs versus India. India resumed after lunch at 158 for 2 and Lance Gibbs, the off-spinner, was called into attack by the skipper Worrell. Gibbs until then had bowled 38 overs and given away 32 runs without a wicket. Hardly the strike bowler, one would think. And then something magical happened. Gibbs' figures after lunch were a stunning 8 wickets for 6 runs in 15.3 overs. Single-handedly, Lance Gibbs, bowling the spell of his life, handed an innings defeat to a team consisting of some of the best players of spin bowling of their time. India was all out for 187. Number 10, Sarfraz Nawaz versus Australia. With a steep but possibly achievable target of 382, Australia started the innings on the 4th day. Australia cruised to 305 for 3 on the back of an Alan Border century, which set batsmen in crease and just 77 runs needed for victory. It all seemed but a formality. The unlikely medium pacer Sarfraz Nawaz put on his first known display of reverse swing to change the course of the match and indeed the future of fast bowling. He put up a spell that earned him 7 scalps at the expense of 1 run to win the match by 71 runs.
Bowled him, another man down. Sarfraz 7 for 86. Clark clean bowled first ball, and Sarfraz putting up an amazing bowling performance here. 7 for 86. Australia 8 for 309, and now there will be a stoppage for drinks with Sarfraz to continue this over.
Wow, wasn't that brilliant? Did you enjoy this video? If yes, then hit the like button, share it with your friends and family, and if you think one of